Hello, in today's video we are going to talk about intuition. We are going to learn practical steps how to be able to access our inner guidance anytime we need it, and how to actually come into the place where we are always able to be guided from within and we feel comfortable in living in the reality where we are not sure about where the next steps are, but we know that we'll be able to go into the right direction, listening to our inner guidance. My name is Daria. Welcome to my online meditation school where I teach you how to live happier and more purposeful lives. If you like this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel to receive more videos every Wednesday. They may change your life. I also link my Patreon page if you want to support the channel. The request for this video has been actually coming through a lot of my clients and a lot of my potential customers as well as friends. So as you probably know, because I've mentioned that quite a few times already, I am a hypnotherapist and I practice the method by Dolores Cannon. And every time when I have clients coming to my sessions that haven't been in touch with their inner guidance or haven't been in touch with their inner guidance yet, they are actually quite mind blown by what is happening in the session. So if they have never meditated and they have never had hypnosis before, they're actually quite shocked that it is possible to turn off the left side of the brain and turn on the right side of the brain that knows all the answers. All the answers to any problems that they may have in terms of how to provide the solutions, any answers to any questions they may have that are completely, for example, general questions about the collective and so on and so on. And they also are able to tap into the place where they are able to heal themselves. And I love the method of Dolores Cannon because the method is actually allowing the clients to really understand that they are the source of all the guidance, they are the source of all the solutions, and they are the source of all the healing that they need. So now, very often when the clients have this first encounter with their own intuition, which is coming so strongly in the session, because I'm saying the left side of the brain is completely turned off, they are not able to think in analytical way, but they still get all the clarity and all the answers that they need. And very often they would ask me, how can I tap into some level of intuition, maybe not to that stance, without going into this beautiful state of mind and relaxation that is achieved into the hypnosis session that is done with me. So in today's video, I'm going to tell you exactly what intuition is and how to tap into it anytime you need it. Intuition, we all know, is the gut feeling. We don't know why, we cannot explain it, but we actually are feeling something that we should go this way or that way, trust this person and not that person, and so on and so on. Very often when we, for example, go for job interview, we feel like, but of course this is the situation where we would most likely override our intuition because we want to get a job, we want to get the salary, we want to have the income. So the intuition doesn't matter. If they give us a job, we just go for it, and then a few weeks even down the line, we already feel that this is not exactly the place where we should be. I really want you to understand that we all have intuition and we all have it awakened in some more advanced way or not so awakened at all. And you need to remember that intuition is something that sits in your gut and more specifically also in your heart. So in order to achieve the proper guidance from yourself, you need to tap into the ancient way of our ancestors of getting answers. And the first thing I wanted to mention in this video, obviously, that if you want to get to that place, we really should remove all the distractions from outside of us and as well as inside of us. So again, I cannot stress enough how meditation and its regular practice, preferably daily for at least 15-20 minutes a day, will strengthen your intuition. Because once you separate yourself from the influence of the outside world and you get actually into the inside of what you feel and how you feel about things, it will all be very clear to you very fast. By saying it will all, I mean the answer that you are looking for will come to you in the form of feeling. Come to number 2, that it's not about thinking, it's about feeling. How you feel about things. Do they feel good or do they feel off? Do they feel safe or do they provoke any sort of stress, uncertainty or fear in your body? This is the way to understand that intuition is actually very much connected to your body. So you need to be able to tap into certain parts of your body and try to read the reaction to specific questions that you want to have answers to, and just go by this reaction and override your analytical mind. Because as I said, a very good example is the job. Very often we obviously very eagerly say yes to any offer that comes our way, but we know inside that we should have said no. And this is the type of exercise that we need to try to learn to do on our body, to really read it very carefully. Before I tell you how to learn to read your body and how to train yourself into having a better intuition, I really would like to put attention to another aspect number 3, that your intuition is working best when you are in alignment. And it would mean biological, physiological alignment, as well as mental alignment, emotional alignment. And what I mean by this, obviously your intuition is going to be working best for you, for example, when you wake up early in the morning and you feel something, you are able to be in this alpha state of your brain between being awake and still being asleep, and being able to tap into the feeling of certain things. That's going to be much more productive time to make your intuition work, as opposed to, for example, time when you're running after the train and you want to catch a train and you're completely nowhere close to the alignment within your inner self. So this is a very important part. If you want to tap into your intuition, try to get into the quiet place and try to get into alignment. Try to be relaxed as much as you can. So anytime, as I'm saying, when you wake up, just before you go to sleep, this is the best time to enter your intuition. Obviously, if you are practicing meditation, that's the best time. That goes without saying. So now I would like to invite you to start practicing this exercise. This one exercise that I'm going to show you right now, which will help you develop your intuition and strengthen it, even if you have it quite strong. So I want you to really sit still somewhere where it's quiet, when you can relax, when there is no external disturbance from an outside world, and you know that you have at least a few 5-10 minutes for yourself. And I really want you to close your eyes, and I want you to start breathing into your heart. And really take a few very deep breaths. Try to feel how the breath is actually going through your heart directly, crossing it in and out, and you breathe in and you breathe out. And when you feel that your heart has caught this breath and started expanding, try to tell yourself something which is a clear truth for yourself. So for me, it would be, for example, my name is Daria. And once you keep on breathing into your heart and you think to yourself, my name is Daria, or you can whisper that to yourself as well, try to feel, how does it feel in your heart? How does the truth expand your heart more? What does it do with your body? For example, for me, when I do it, I feel an expansion in the heart, and I also feel like the very slight pull to the front, like kind of going forward. And then stop that, and then take a few more breaths and completely release that. And now pick a statement that is clearly untrue. Let's say, for me, it may be, my name is George. And again, start to breathe into your heart and say to yourself, my name is George, and try to really feel how your heart is contracting, or how your body, I'm just saying because that's how it is for me, like a little contraction. And these are all micro movements. That's why I want you to practice them for at least a week before you will be able to actually notice the difference and actually feel this micro movement that your body is doing. So say to yourself, my name is George, my name is George, and try to see how your body is contracting. If you felt nothing, that's fine. You're gonna come back to this exercise tomorrow and do it again. And I guarantee you that if you do it enough times, and that won't be anywhere close to 100, that will be more like doing it for a week or so, you will start feeling that your body is actually giving you subtle signs how the truth feels in your heart and how the lie feels in your heart. So now, obviously, after you started being able to get this little movement in your body indicating the truth or the lie, I want you to ask the proper question. I want you to ask this question: is this job at this and that company good for me? Is this job at this and that company good for me? And after you first again went still inside, took a couple of breaths into your heart, say to yourself, my name is Daria. Say to yourself, my name is George, not for Georges, of course. So try to feel how the truth feels in your heart, try to feel how the lie feels in your heart and in your body for that matter. I want you to notice the movement. Then you ask the question that you really want to know the answer to, and see and feel what your body is going to do. And that's the answer. That's your intuition. And by doing this enough times, you will be able to tap into your heart in that way, even in a busy street, after enough practice. Then you will be able to always tap into your intuition in such a way. So you don't want to interfere basically in what your heart is telling you. But first, in order to start, I'm saying this is the best exercise for even those who think that they have no intuition, they cannot get to any of the inner guidance. This is the first step to actually start doing it for yourself and feeling how your body feels about the truth and how it responds to the truth, how it responds to something that is clearly untrue. And then you can ask about anything that you want, and your body will actually provide you the answer. And then you don't need any external guidance for you to know all the possible answers. And that's actually what's happening in the sessions with my clients. We are turning off completely the analytical side of the brain, and their body is giving them all the answers without any filter. And that's the beauty. But as I'm saying, by doing this exercise, you will be able to develop your intuition, and without going to any sessions, just by yourself, you will be able to tap all the answers that you need. I hope this was very practical and useful for you, and I hope you will start doing this already today in order to be able to give yourself all the guidance and all the feedback and all the answers which you may need in your life, so that your next step will be the one that you truly desire with your heart. I hope it was helpful and insightful, and until next time, blessings.